Most CSMs stumble on this interview question, not because they lack leadership, but because they think leadership requires a team of direct reports. It doesn't. Sure, it helps to have the experience of having direct reports, but it's not always a deal breaker. You don't need a VP title to have leadership experience. What you need is the right story, one that shows how you lead through influence, not authority. Leadership trait number 1, influence without authority. This is what hiring managers actually want to ask, but they don't ask outright. Can you connect customer needs to internal strategy? Can you shift direction when something isn't working? Can you advocate for change that moves the needle? If the answer is yes, you're already responsible for strategic leadership. You just need to say it the right way. Showing off your interdepartmental communication is a critical way to demonstrate leadership without having direct management experience. Dismiss this and you run the risk of depreciating your experience. Sure, it's easy enough to answer with, I told product about a feature that customers didn't like, but let's be honest, that answer doesn't quicken the pulse. It doesn't showcase your cross-functional influence, which is what every good leader needs. Instead of that, why not try this? I gathered feedback and usage data from key accounts, packaged the insights into a business case, and presented it to product leadership. That led to a roadmap change that improved retention by 8%. That's influence, that's impact, that's leadership. As renowned leadership coach, speaker, and author John Maxwell puts it, leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. Leadership trait number 2, ownership mindset. Most CSMs do a lot, but great CSMs take ownership even for things outside their job description. Let's say your onboarding process is broken. You could wait for someone else to fix it, or you could take the lead. When you're in an interview, why not try this framing on for size? You could say, 2 years ago, we were not in a good place. Our activation rates were at rock bottom, so I built a semi-automated onboarding flow with sales ops and support teams. We saw a 20% increase in time to value within a quarter. Ownership doesn't mean being told what to do. It means seeing a problem and stepping up without waiting for permission. Most hiring managers aren't looking for perfect resumes. They're looking for people who show up when things get hard and stay calm under pressure. That's the kind of teammate they remember. Leadership trait number 3, cross-functional collaboration. Leadership isn't solo, it's systems level. And in CS, you're often the glue holding everything together. You might not always be asked a direct question about leadership, but your answers will be interpreted for leadership experience. Instead of just saying, I work with sales and product, say, out of the departments I work closest with sales and product. Post-sale, we had alignment gaps between sales and CS. To bridge this chasm, I created a shared customer maturity matrix, set up regular deal handoffs, and advocated for joint goals. Result? A 12% reduction in customer escalations and tighter internal alignment. This is what we call decentralized leadership, empowering others to act by anchoring them to a shared vision. Leadership trait number 4, clear communication and storytelling. You don't need to be a keynote speaker, but if you can't explain why something matters to your team, your customer, or your interviewer, you're not communicating like a leader. That's where STAR comes in. Situation, task, action, result. Clean, clear, powerful. Let's say you're asked, how do you handle internal misalignment? Your answer might sound like this. Sales was overselling a feature, leading to churn risk. I flagged it early, aligned with sales leadership, and built an internal one-pager to set clear expectations. It reduced escalations by 20% and improved onboarding success. You didn't just solve a problem, you told a story, and stories build trust. And as Sheryl Sandberg, the ex-COO of Meta, once said, leadership is about pulling out people's greatness and making sure that greatness lasts in your absence. That's what you're doing with your team, with your customers, even with stakeholders who don't report to you. You don't need a team to lead, just a point of view. Leadership in CS is about behavior, not titles. So when you get the question, what's your leadership style? This is how you answer it. Talk about influence, not hierarchy. Show ownership, not obligation. Lead across the org, not just up. Communicate with clarity and results. Tie your stories to outcomes. Use STAR. And above all, show that you're the kind of CSM who doesn't just manage accounts. You make people and products better. If that's not leadership, what is? Looking to sharpen your leadership game? Check out our Content Hub. It's packed with resources on everything from day-to-day team management to cross-functional collaboration strategies that'll help you lead with confidence and seriously impress your next hiring manager.